Hello beautiful boys and girls, welcome to the Ereborino Highlands. Two things, I don't know what happened to my microphone. It literally, as the new year changed, it just decided to just completely break the way it worked. I did not touch a single setting, and now the setup for it is somehow completely different. So, I don't know, I might just throw this thing in the trash, or maybe blow it up and film it, that'd be kind of funny. And then buy a new one. So yeah, I'm sorry if I keep sounding weird. I don't know what the hell's going on. Also, sorry for the lack of videos. I have not been well recently. I don't get sick often, but when I do, it's usually something that takes fucking weeks to get over. It's so freaking annoying, I hate it. Anyway, we're on the Ereborino Highlands. As I said, in the bottom, we have Assyrian, who I think is playing Oakenshield. There he is. And I swear to God, if Keely or Bard come out, I'm gonna freaking alt F4 this game. Facing him today is Machu Picchu, who always plays an exciting game. He's like the lower tier old nosy, which there's a compliment in there somewhere. Anyway, he has his own way of creeping, but I think he's finally decided to use spears. We will see. It's been like 3 videos in a row where I've watched this guy creep walls, and it's always been a different way each time. But there we go. Okay, no goblins died in the creeping of this video. Assyrian is doing likewise with his lake towners. And Assyrian has gone for the Ravens of Erebor. I stopped going Ravens. I think they're still the best tier 1 for Erebor. But I just love deep delving, and I just love the tier 2s that rebuild goes into, so I find myself picking that one more and more. So he's got Guardians as well, in addition to the Lake Town Pikes. I assume that's to combat slashes? Or something? If he spotted a forward... If he sees a lot of Moria Goblins, he might tech up into Grimhammers, so I think making the Hall of Warriors was a good call as well. Anyways, there are slashes there, and they seem to have taken quite a bit of damage. So yeah, I think the Guardians, that's literally why they're here. Maybe they do better building damage as well. I probably assume so. Nice reposition from Assyrian. Never mind! Get the hell out of my way, dude! Get the frick out of my way! I'm not sure about Fell Wind at level 1. Fell Wind is always the second tier 1 you go for me. Elve punching the air right now, but unless the first unit your opponent is making is like a hero, I think you're better off going with one of the others. Anyway, a bit even Steven there, because Lake Towners were basically forced to retreat. They did hit level 2 though, which is really good because they'll be able to replenish on their own. Uh-oh. Here come the Moria Orcs. Uh-oh. Where's the tunnel on the right? Nope, that's a mine shaft. Where is the tunnel on the right? No, that's another mine shaft. The only blue is this. Okay, there is no tunnel on the right. Anyway, Grimhammers are out. That's what that soundbite was. Not the Bowman, the one before that. Assyrian props up nerd glasses. Actually, you should... There you go. Never mind. Never mind. When a dwarf starts glowing, you want to run. Although this guy is severely outnumbered. Kills that guy and then falls. Dude, I am zooming in a lot. It's like a total war game right now. Go, Bandicari! Oh, well, he got Ides of Marched. Okay. This map is actually quite small. So the action is frequent and intense. And I was worried that it might be easy to feel overwhelmed because of the size. But, no, it seems to be fairly balanced so far. Oh, there it is! If you thought Guardians were tough before, well, there you go. There's an extra damage and armor. Slashers are going to keep on going, though. Remember, if Slashers hit level 2, they get Terror of the Mountain, stacking attack damage. So you farm that off the units you can kill, and then you can kill the Guardians with it. The problem is he doesn't have level 2. I don't think it's worth quickly getting banner carriers for Goblins. And he doesn't think so either, because he's going for the Troll, which is definitely a good idea. Alright, there is a tunnel on the right-hand side. Builder might be screwed here. Wall hub? No, heroic statue. You can take that, you can take that, you can take that. That ain't no wall hub. But, yes, get fucked. And XD, there it is. Oh, man. So much lore in this game that I don't know whether I should just keep repeating it. Because people have obviously heard it before, but for like the 3 new people that remember that this game exists, I feel like I should. Okay, there's orange in the back. Troll out and immediately dead. That was really unfortunate. I'm not sure if that was pre-planned from Assyrian, positioning the pikes right as the troll will come out, so whatever comes out of there will just instantly die. You know what? We'll give you the benefit of the doubt, Assyrian. We'll say you intended to do that. That was premeditated troll killing. Troll murder. Something like that. Okay, fighting outside some random dude's house. That's unfortunate. And a ballsy player would build a mineshaft right there. I would love to see that. He did just lose a builder, so maybe he shouldn't. Okay, trying to harass where he can. He's going to get a mineshaft here. He is expanding. He's almost at tier 2. And I think you can make another troll. I think that's fine. Give him a club. And he'll be a lot more effective against the spears. Oh, no. Okay, no. There's reinforcements. I thought those were freaking orcs for a second. I don't know why. There are the Grimhammers. And he does have archers. Finally, the longbowman archers. Uh-oh. Which one is it? There it is. Clarence. Only 2 goblins. It used to be 4. I don't think... Does it care about CPU? Moria Orcs respect command point limit, whilst Cave Troll Destroyer doesn't. So they had to specify that. I'm not sure if that was always the case. But you only get 2 now instead of 4. I'm so glad they didn't ditch the troll. Alright, Poison Blades. And go for a building, go for a building. Ooh, Battle Wagons might be coming in. Please don't throw your life away so recklessly. Nice. Nice. I know they probably wanted to add more to this guy. I know they were like, what if we give them a Cave Troll Destroyer? I know they were thinking of filling up these spots. I just can't prove it. Okay, you might not get the building because Assyrian might go for rebuild, so actually I'd farm the Guardians here. Although he's got plenty of goblins, so maybe what he's doing is the right choice. Battle Wagon is coming out. There's rebuild, yep, there it is. Oh man. It wasn't that big a prediction because it's only 5 points. Alright, and Trample City is a place on Earth. Yep, thank you very much. That's gotta suck. Tier 2 down? Didn't get the building? Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know how these guys were still fighting. Okay, I see the strat from Assyrian. Basically, early eco and production with this. And then when you get stuck in, then you go for Horn of Erebor to really help you out in the engagements later on. There's Deep Delving. And that's really an uphill struggle now from Archu. I don't think he can recover from this. There's no way you recover from this. He's going to lose a level 2 tunnel. I think these troops were scouted. Now, if Assyrian was a cool kid, he could go for Wormslayers with the Deep Delving Eco. But when you're Oaken Shield, how do you just not see all those heroes on your fort and recruit them? He could be cool and wait for Dwalin, but I think he'll probably just go for Keeley or something. It depends. It depends how much flavor he's feeling right now. And yeah, those Moria Orcs, there's no way they slaughter those guys. Alright, fire damage, doing a little bit of damage to those goblins, but fends them off, which is the real thing, because now he can actually go and destroy these. Ooh, he could go for Dane, actually. Nope, it's Keeley. Why am I not so... You know what? I hope you die under the fort. I'm not going to pretend anymore. My beard right now is literally thicker than a Prince of Durin. What were they thinking? Philippa, Peter, I love you both, but what the hell were you thinking? They won't relate to a character with a thick beard? Bro, do you know your fan base? We're all neckbeards. What do you mean? What the hell do you mean? Alright, is there any power that can help? Worm? Maybe worm here? I don't know. It depends if rebuild is back or not. It is. Okay, well, worm probably won't do it then. Man, look at these dwarves just tanking the fortress arrows so well. That's 3 goblin caves. Oh no! What is this? Oh my god, these guardians. I think he needed to pump out more trolls, honestly. Because unless you're just gonna completely keep the enemy pinned in your in their base, these Moria orcs on a map like this aren't gonna be able to just trade at all into these guys because they just don't have the damage. Whereas if you micro trolls around the map, you'll have these dwarves chasing shadows, and if they do catch up, then they'll lose the fight because guardians do not beat a troll. So yeah, I think he should have made more trolls. To summarize there. Okay, he wants to keep vision because I think he is thinking about worm. It's going to be tough there. There's Dwalin. Okay. Alright, well, it's half right now. Gains 33 damage against infantry and 50% damage radius. I feel like that's what he wants to be using. Alright, Archer's going to be focusing. The troll is going to have to fall back here. There's the stacking damage I was talking about. But we've got level 5 archers now. Plus tier 3. Deep delving will be more reclaimed. And that's GG. That's GG. That was the biggest waste of a worm I've ever seen. Yeah, no, use the worm for building damage. Because he can just run away. Yep, there it is. You win some, you lose some, but hopefully you learn something along the way. Anyway, sorry. I have no idea how this sounds, but I'll just apologize in advance. Hope you guys all enjoyed. And I should make a new video tomorrow, we'll see. So like, comment, subscribe, look forward to that. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.